Hare Krishna, Dhanvatmanam to all the devotees. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Hari Hari Bol to Pawan Prabhuji for leading the chanting today. Hare Krishna. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvatam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvatam Sha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Nitinamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prasharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatade Shatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Okay, we'll continue with our prayer, bhajan, and then reading. Continuing with Shikshashtakam, verse 6. Nayanam galadashrudaraya vadanam gadgadaruddhaya gira pulake nichitam vapukada tavanam grahani bhavishyati. O my Lord, when will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up, and when will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your holy name? Aparadha phale mama chitta bhelo vajra sama tu anamina labhi vikara. Aparadha phale mama chitta bhelo vajra sama tu anamina labhi vikara. हताश होइए हरि तव नाम उच्च कोरी हताश होइए हरि तव नाम उच्च कोरी बोरो दुखे डाकी बार बार बोरो दुखे डाकी बार बार दीन दया मोए करुणा निदान भाव बिंदु दे राखो प्राण कबे तु नाम उच्चरण मोर नयने झरबो दर दर लोर गद गद स्वर कंठे उपजाबो मुखे बोला था आधा बाहिराबो पुलके भराबो शरीरा हमारा श्वेत कंप स्तंभ हबे बार बार विवर्ण शरीरे हराओ बुज्ञान नाम समाश्रय धरो बुपरान मिलबो हमारा किए आइच दीन रोवे भक्ति विनोद मतिहीन हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे. श्रील भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर महाशय की जय. श्री शिक्षाष्टकम की जय. श्री गौरंग महाप्रभु की जय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. Okay, translation. Anybody would like to read this morning? Pawan Prabhuji, would you like to read? Pawan Prabhuji, you're on mute if you're speaking.
Hare
Okay.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji. Prabhakar Prabhu, yes, Prabhu, please
Yeah, I
go.
can read it.
Yes, okay.
O Lord Hari, as a result of my offenses incurred in previous lifetime, my heart has become hard as a thunderbolt and feels no change upon chanting your holy name. Now in utter hopelessness, O Lord Hari, I loudly sing your name, and in great distress I call out to you again and again. O Lord, who is compassionate towards the fallen souls, O origin of all mercy, please give to me a drop of divine courtesy and thereby save my life. When will all incessant stream of tears flow dripping from my eyes at the articulation of your holy name? When when will a stuttering voice choked with emotion arise in my throat? And when will words garbled due to scarcity come from my mouth? When will my body be filled with scarcity captured? And when will there be persecution, trembling, and stunned sensation again and again? When out of divine scarcity will all consciousness be lost in my pale and discolored body? When and when will I hold it unto my very life under the shelter of your holy name? This weeping Bhakti Vinoda, who will devoted all of all good intelligence, serves, O Lord, how will such a day ever be mine? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhakar Prabhu. This is devoid means without good intelligence. So he's considering himself so humble that he's saying that I have no good intelligence. But when will such a day be mine? When I will have all these Ashtasattvic Vikar, where tears will flow from my eyes and my body will perspire and tremble just by the chanting of your holy name. So that is the that is the goal that we have to attain of bhava and then eventually prema. Thank you so much for reading. Prabhakar Prabhu, anything you want to share? Your thoughts, reflections from this bhajan?
I like so much because
Sorry, your voice is. Yeah.
whenever we faced some problem, then if
Uh-huh.
you chant more, then the problem automatically solved. I'll tell you one practical example.
Mm,
2 years, 2 months before, my elder brother was accident in a bike accident.
mm,
Uh, we don't know where we have to go, how to do all the things. They called me, this thing happening, and I got one video call in Facebook that my brother had a severe accident and other things. Somebody said it. Then nothing to do it. Doctor tell me, no, we can't save his life. We take him to bigger hospital that we sure we could have. So in that time, my wife told what to do. So you can send money, but we don't know how can recover his life. And only option is to chant, not to hurry now. Then in that day, whole day we were chanting. Then you know, in the evening we got to know that he is in good hospital. And doctor said,
Sorry, what is the Prabhu? Evening, you got to know what?
uh, doctor saved his life because
Oh,
his
he's. Mm-hmm,
lot of blood had gone. His right leg was totally. There is no bone in the right leg. You think of that.
mm-hmm,
All bones are fractured.
mm-hmm.
It's totally still no. It's not recovered, but it's okay. The life is sad. Now he's sitting in the wheelchair.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember Mataji had shared during our evening reading that day, I think, a couple of
That,
months ago. Yeah.
that day, I feel that there is something in the holy name.
Mhm.
People chant some spiritual thing and calmness,
Mm.
like no, Prahlad Maharaj, when he was called Krishna. In that time, Krishna came and said, "There's a call like a father." So
Mhm.
all things, all this power is inside, all the energy is inside the name.
Mm. Yes. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for chanting for your brother. And only that is what is in our control. So you have proved it practically, like you said. That this in this day in the ancient Kali Yuga, बार बार हम बोलते हैं कि कलयुग केवल नाम आधारा सुमिर सुमिर नर उतर ही पारा. So yes, so in Kali Yuga सिर्फ नाम ही हमारा आधार है. And yeah, just by having holy name, the Lord is so merciful. He has given in this age. Everything else is so difficult to do. यज्ञ करना डिफिकल्ट है. मंदिर जाना भी आजकल मुश्किल होता है लोगों के लिए. मंदिर में जाके और इतने अच्छे से भगवान का विग्रह की पूजा आराधना करना और भी मुश्किल है. राइट. मेडिटेशन योगा ये सब करना और मुश्किल है. तो ध्यान धारणा तप ये सब तो मुश्किल है, नहीं हो पाता इस डे में. बट भगवान का नाम, भगवान ने बोला the people of this age is, as Parikshit Maharaj asked, right, people of this age are so going to be so fallen, degraded, lazy, and no time and short life, right? So in that, what is the upay, what is the solution? And you know, Lord has given such a simple solution that yes, you just chant, everything is there in the Lord's holy name. But unfortunately even that is so difficult for all of us to do, at least for me to do, right? That's why Mahaprabhu says Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadashi Tava Kripa Bhagwan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrishamiha Chanina Anuraga. Na anurag, we don't have any anurag. इतने दुर्द दुर्दैवम है हम कि we don't have. But yeah, like you rightly said, everything is there. The power is there. The Lord descends in the holy name. Yeah, just because we have committed, as Bhaktivinoda Thakur is teaching us, as a result of offenses incurred in previous lifetimes, our heart has become so hard as thunderbolt that we feel no change upon chanting. But if we continue to practice slowly, gradually, yes, the heart will be cleansed, and we will see the mercy of the Lord descends. Thank you for sharing again, Prabhu. Yes, like I was remembering as you were speaking, I was remembering you shared one more I think last month you had shared another story of your getting darshan of Jagannath, right? When you and your friends had gone and they left,
Mm.
and then you were sitting there, and you
Yeah, I
said,
was looking for that.
भगवान दर्शन नहीं दोगे क्या आज, राइट? तो भगवान ने दर्शन दे दिया, राइट? शाम को मिले लेकिन मिले आपको दर्शन. थोड़ा सा
Mm.
टाइम वेट करना पड़ा, भगवान ऐसे इजीली नहीं देते हैं. वो तो अपने पांडवों को भी नहीं दिया था उन्होंने. पांडवों को भी अगर युद्ध जिताना होता तो ऐसे ही जिता सकते थे. उनको क्या क्या तकलीफ है, दुर्योधन को ऐसे ही मार सकते थे, राइट? लेकिन ही वॉन्ट्स हिज डिवोटीज टू वर्क हार्ड, राइट? बिकॉज जब हमको लाइफ में कोई भी चीज़ इजीली मिल जाती है, वी डोंट वैल्यू दैट, राइट? बट when we get it after a lot of struggle, then we feel the bliss out of it. So yeah, so that's Lord's way of purifying his pure devotees even more, and uh, increasing the bliss and ecstasy by separation. And the same thing I was remembering, because जैसे कल पूतना का हम पढ़ रहे थे, so we are continuing chapter
Mm.
6. Putana came, and what did Krishna do? He closed his eyes, right? So it's like that for us right now. Krishna is closing his eyes because of all these sins we have committed in our previous lifetimes, right? So we have to purify ourselves, and then as soon as Krishna opens his eyes, then he wants to see us, right? So अभी जैसे वो माया का पर्दा लगा हुआ है because of our sins from the last time. So as we chant more and more, those will be removed, and that will be removed as soon as Krishna wants to see us. Then who can prevent it, right? So once it's like Krishna opens his eyes, the Maya's covering will be removed, and we will have his darshan. Thank you so much, Once again, Prabhu, Prabhu. Okay, let's continue from here. Sangeeta Mataji, would you like to read?
No, Prabhuji, I am joining today with iPhone.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, I can read then. All right, so we'll continue chapter 6. That Putana came yesterday to kill Krishna, and Krishna actually sucked her life along with her breath, along with her milk, but also Krishna liberated her because he treated her as a mother who came to nurse him. So, as she died screaming, there was a tremendous vibration on the earth and in the sky, on the upper and lower planets and in all directions, and people thought that thunderbolts were falling. Thus the nightmare of the Putana witch was over, and she assumed her real feature as a great demon. She opened her fierce mouth and spread her arms and legs all over. She fell exactly as Vritrasura did when struck by the thunderbolt of Indra. The long hair on her head was scattered all over her body. Her fallen body extended up to 12 miles and smashed all the trees to pieces. And everyone was struck with wonder upon seeing this gigantic body. Her teeth appeared just like plows, and her nostrils appeared just like mountain caves. Her breasts appeared like small hills, and her hair was a vast reddish bush. Her eye sockets appeared like blind wells, and her two thighs appeared like two banks of a river. Her two hands appeared like two strongly constructed bridges, and her abdomen seemed like a dried up lake. All the cowherd men and women became struck with awe and wonder upon seeing this, and the tumultuous sound of her falling shocked their brains and ears, and made their hearts beat strongly. When the gopis saw little Krishna fearlessly playing on Putana's lap, they very quickly came and picked him up. Mother Yashoda, Rohini, and other elder gopis immediately performed the auspicious rituals by taking the tail of a cow and circumambulating his body. The child was completely washed with the urine of a cow, and the dust created by the hooves of the cows was thrown all over his body. This was all just to save little Krishna from future inauspicious accidents. This incident gives us a clear indication of how important the cow is to the family, society, and to living beings in general. The transcendental body of Krishna did not require any protection, but to instruct us on the importance of the cow, the Lord was smeared over with cow dung, washed with the urine of a cow, and sprinkled with the dust upraised by the walking of the cows. After this purificatory process, the gopis, headed by Mother Yashoda and Rohini, chanted the names of Vishnu to give Krishna's body full protection from all evil influences. They washed their hands and feet and sipped water 3 times, as is the custom before chanting mantra. They chanted as follows: My dear Krishna, may the Lord, who is known as Aja, protect your legs. May Lord Maniman protect your knees. May Lord Yagya protect your thighs. May Lord Achyuta protect your upper waist. May Lord Hayagriva protect your abdomen. May Lord Keshava protect your heart. May Lord Isha protect your chest. May Lord Surya protect your neck. May Lord Vishnu protect your arms. May Lord Urukrama protect your face. May Lord Ishvara protect your head. May Lord Chakradhara protect your front. May Lord Gadadhara protect your back. May Lord Madhusudana, who carries a bow in his hand, protect your right side. May Lord Ajana protect your left side. May Lord Urugaya, with his conch shell, protect you on all sides. May the personality of Godhead Upendra protect you from above. May Lord Tarkshya protect you on the ground. May Lord Haladhara protect you from all sides. May the personality of Godhead known as Rishikesha protect all your senses. May Lord Narayana protect your life airs. May the Lord of Shvetadip, Narayana, protect the core of your heart. And may Lord Yogeshwar protect your mind. May Lord Prishnigarbha protect your intelligence. And may the Supreme Personality of Godhead protect your soul. While you are playing, may Lord Govinda protect you from all sides. And when you are sleeping, may Lord Madhav protect you from all danger. When you are walking, may the Lord of Vaikuntha protect you from falling down. And when you are sitting, may Lord Narayana give you all protection. And while you are eating, may the Lord of all sacrifices give you all protection. Thus Mother Yashoda chanted different names of Vishnu to protect child Krishna's different bodily parts. Mother Yashoda was firmly convinced that she should protect her child from different kinds of evil spirits and ghosts, namely Dakinis, Yatudhanis, Kushmandas, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Vinayakas, Kotaras, Revatis, Jeshthas, Putanas, Matrikas, Unmadas, and similar other evil spirits who cause persons to forget their own existence and give trouble to the life airs and the senses. Sometimes they appear in the dreams and cause much perturbation. Sometimes they appear as old women and suck the blood of small children. But no such ghosts and evil spirits can remain where there is chanting of the holy name of God. Mother Yashoda was firmly convinced of the Vedic injunctions about the importance of cows and the holy name of Vishnu. Therefore, she took all shelter in the cows and the name of Vishnu just to protect her child Krishna. She recited all the holy names of Vishnu so that he might save the child. Vedic culture has taken advantage of keeping cows and chanting the holy name of Vishnu since the beginning of history, and persons who are still following the Vedic ways, especially the householders, keep at least 1 dozen cows and worship the deity of Lord Vishnu who is installed in their house. Persons who are advancing in Krishna consciousness should take instruction from this pastime and also be very interested in cows and the holy name of Sri Vishnu. The elder gopis of Vrindavan were so absorbed in affection for Krishna that they wanted to save him, although there was no need to, for he had already protected himself. They could not understand that Krishna was the Supreme Personality of Godhead playing as a child. After performing the formalities to protect the child, Mother Yashoda took Krishna and let him suck her breast. When the child was protected by Vishnu mantra, Mother Yashoda felt that he was safe. In the meantime, all the cowherd men who had gone to Mathura to pay tax returned home and were struck with wonder at seeing the gigantic dead body of Putana. Nanda Maharaj recalled the prophecy of Vasudev and considered him a great sage and mystic yogi. Otherwise, how could he have foretold an incident that happened during his absence from Vrindavan? After this, all the residents of Raja cut the gigantic body of Putana into pieces and piled it up with wood for burning. When all the limbs of Putana's body were burning, the smoke emanating from the fire created a good aroma of aguru. This aroma was due to her being killed by Krishna. This means that the demon Putana was washed of all her sinful activities and attained a celestial body. Here is an example of how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is all good. Putana came to kill Krishna, but because he sucked her milk, she was immediately purified, and her dead body attained a transcendental quality. Her only business was to kill small children. She was only fond of blood, but in spite of being envious of Krishna, she attained salvation because she gave her milk to him to drink. So what can be said of those who are affectionate to Krishna in the relationship of mother, who with great love and affection always serve him, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the super soul of every living entity? It is concluded, therefore, that even a little energy expended in the service of the Lord gives one immense transcendental profit. This is explained in the Bhagavad Gita. Swalpamapi asya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Devotional service in Krishna consciousness is so sublime that even a little service rendered to Krishna, knowingly or unknowingly, gives one the greatest transcendental benefit. The system of worshipping Krishna by offering flowers from a tree is also beneficial for the living entity who is confined to the bodily existence of that tree. When flowers and fruits are offered to Krishna, that tree that bore them also receives much benefit indirectly. The Archana process or worshipping procedure is therefore beneficial for everyone. Krishna is worshipable by great demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva. And Putana was so fortunate that the same Krishna played in her lap as a little child. The lotus feet of Krishna, which was worshipped by great sages and devotees, were placed on the body of Putana. People worship Krishna and offer him food with great reverence and devotion, but automatically he sucked the milk from the body of Putana. Devotees therefore pray that if simply by offering something as an enemy, Putana got so much benefit, then who can measure the benefit of worshipping Krishna in love and affection? Therefore, only Krishna should be worshipped, for so much benefit awaits the worshipper. Although Putana was an evil spirit, she gained elevation just like the mother of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is clear that the cows and the older gopis who offered milk to Krishna were also elevated to the transcendental position. Krishna can offer anyone anything, from liberation to anything materially conceivable. Therefore, there cannot be any doubt of the salvation of Putana, whose bodily milk was sucked by Krishna for such a long time. And how can there be any doubt about the salvation of the gopis, who were so fond of Krishna? Undoubtedly, all the gopis, cowherd boys, cows and everyone else who served Krishna in Vrindavan with love and affection were liberated from the miserable condition of material existence. When all the inhabitants of Vrindavan smelled the good aroma from the smoke of burning Putana, they inquired from each other, "Where is this good fragrance coming from?" And while conversing, they came to understand that it was the fumes of the burning Putana. They were very fond of Krishna, and as soon as they heard that the demon Putana had been killed by Krishna, they offered blessings to the little child out of affection. After the burning of Putana, Nanda Maharaj came home and immediately took up the child on his lap and began to smell his head. In this way, he was quite satisfied that his little child was saved from this great calamity. Srila Shukadeva Goswami has given a blessing to all the persons who hear the narration of killing of Putana by Krishna. They will surely attain the favor of Sri Govinda. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 6th chapter of Krishna, Putana killed. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll pause here with this beautiful blessing that we are all getting from Sri Shukadeva Goswami. That just by hearing the narration of killing of Putana by the Lord, we will surely attain the favor of Govinda. Hari Hari Bol. So, yes, that's the blessings we get when we associate with sadhus, when we associate with pure Vaishnavas of the Lord, like Srila Prabhupada, like Sri Shukadeva Goswami. Just by reading their instructions, just by, you don't even have to do anything else, as Maharaj says, you just have to attentively hear, that's it. Right? You don't even have to, sometimes we think, okay, what will happen just by this, how will I change, or what will I remember this, or will I do this or that, or how will I apply this in my life, etc., etc. So many thoughts come to our mind, but just by hearing, as we are saying here, just by hearing, attentively hearing, it goes into our mind, right? Attentive hearing means not just listening from one ear or not like closing, like we said, ear holes in our car. There's like darwaze hain. So we should not like we close the door like where the sound is not even going into our ears. So that is not attentive hearing. Or like you hear from one ear and then you just let it out from other ear without actually processing it, right? So attentive hearing means you're hearing attentively in such a way that the transcendental sound is going through our ears and our mind is fully focused on that transcendental sound. So, and then whether our intelligence is sharpened, whether we are able to apply this in our life, etc., etc., all of those will automatically follow, right? That is not something that we have to worry about. The Lord is so merciful that He bestows those blessings, but we have to just give our full ear and hear with our mind. So that is what it means. Yeah, I was remembering one devotee was sharing that how like here this Brajvasis, the cowherd men and women, and where everybody wondering where this good fragrance is coming from while Putana's body was being burnt. So nowadays also people do this, like he was sharing from India that once when this devotee's father passed away, his father and who was that? I think it was Dhirubhai Ambani at that time, Mukesh Ambani's father. So they were almost similar time. So they both had passed, within a few hours or within a few days of each other. And when the devotee's father passed away, of course we just हम करते हैं अंतिम क्रिया कर्म जो करते हैं इंडिया में, like you will have the चिता लगा के फिर हम अग्नि से अग्नि देते हैं चिता को. So like that, when you put fire to the dead body, then the wood, that is first the wood and all that is accumulated for the chitta and all of that, then eventually it burns, right? And after some time, after a few hours, when the body is burned, the wood is all burned, then what happens? It's just a pile of ashes, right? And then he was saying that after his father passed away, and then within a few 1 or 2 days, I think it was Dhirubhai Ambani who passed away. So then Dhirubhai Ambani passed away, since he was a multi-millionaire, billionaire, right, in India, of course. So he was so rich that everything was in the news that, oh, he passed away. And when his body was burnt, then they collected the wood of sandalwood, basically. So जो regular चिता में तो regular wood लगता है, लेकिन because Dhirubhai Ambani was so rich, so he, uski family ne, they put sandalwood for his chitta. So when they burnt, then within like a kilometer from where his house was the burial ground, and even the whole air within that 1 kilometer 2 kilometer radius, everything was becoming very scented because because it was sandalwood that was burning. So so he was just sharing that, you know so people in this world, they may use sandalwood to चिता जलाने के लिए, but after that sandalwood burns and everything happens, at the end of the day, ultimately that chitta also will just turn into a pile of ashes. And then after that, if you go and see both of them, side by side, it will just be the same ash, right? The scent and all is gone, but ultimately what remains is just the ash of the dead body. And at that time, you ask, who is Dhirubhai Ambani and who is my father? so that is what is the final state that everybody has to attain. But we are so ignorant, covered by illusion, that we even for the dead body, we want to think that by applying sandalwood, they will get something more auspicious. But the most auspicious thing is, as Prabhupada is explaining, just by taking care of cows. That is the Vedic culture. Cow protection, love and affection for the cows, treating cow as a mother, one of the 7 mothers, and chanting the holy name of the Lord, and worshipping the deities as we do at the home. So that those 2 things, Prabhupada is saying, is adequate for a householder. Right? So just worshipping the cows and chanting the holy name as Mother Yashoda and Rohini were chanting, to protect the little Krishna from all inauspiciousness. So yeah, such beautiful and simple things are there that we can apply in our lives. These are things that we can easily apply in our life. And protecting, of course, it's not practically possible to keep a cow at home, but at least we can when we go to New Vrindavan, we can love the cow, we can pat the cow, we can feed the cow. So, and we can give in charity, in donation, to help protect the cow, to help raise the cow, because they are doing that service in New Vrindavan. We can at least तन से कभी तन से कर सकते हैं, कभी मन से कर सकते हैं, और कभी धन से कर सकते हैं सेवा. So we can do that. And of course, while seated comfortably in our house here, where there is no strong winds, no strong cold or rain, or all of those troubles that Devaki and Vasudev had to endure in their previous lives as Sutapa and Vrishni. We are seated in our house, even though outside there may be 0 degree cold or 100 degree Fahrenheit, still we have AC or we have heater, so there is no worry about all of that for us. We can just nicely sit and chant the holy names, and we can easily attain the Lord's mercy. Okay, thank you so much. Anybody else would like to share, say anything from today's reading? Seema Mataji is on the call. I'd like to hear anything you want to say, Seema Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for reading as always. I actually, of all the things, I know you work at Kroger, so I was at the Flying Pig over the weekend, and I was just thinking of Krishna. I know you keep saying just think of Krishna in like the weirdest ways, like everyday life. And through this whole marathon, like thousands of people are running, and you don't even realize, like, all these big companies donate money and stuff, and their names just all over the place, just tiny little places where you see their name. And just thinking Krishna's kind of like that. If you just look, you'll see Krishna in every little thing. Otherwise, you don't even think of it. It's just tiny little reminders that he is in everything. That's it. I've been thinking of telling you this for the longest time, so that's it. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, that's you're thinking of, yeah, even the pig, like, Prabhupada is saying everything can be given to Krishna. So even the flying pig can be given to Krishna. Yeah. Now we were also talking about, like, I think me and my wife were talking about that, and she was saying next year we have to go. We are not taking the kids to these things. I said yes, we'll go. So next year we'll also be there. But yeah. Yeah, just as we are saying, all the living entities, as we say, as we are looking at that verse from Bhagavad Gita, Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu. So yeah, all living entities are. And we see any living entity, we can remember that the life of all everything that is living is Krishna. Right? So whether it be it people around us or whether it's also a flying pig, even though it's a fictional character, but we can remember Krishna through any of those means. So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, anything else? Pawan Prabhuji, anything you want to say? I didn't hear you. Yes. Sangeeta Mataji, Prabhupada Prabhu, anything from you?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
I want to share one incident in my childhood.
I always love to
हमारे
hear
घर
your
पे ना
incidents.
अ,
Huh? Yes.
हमारे घर पे रेगुलरली ना
हाँ
ज्योतिष जी आते थे।
हाँ
ठीक है, कुछ भी हो तो पापा उनको बुलाते थे। माय ग्रैंडफादर ऑल्सो कॉलिंग हिम। आगे क्या होने वाला है थोड़ा वो फोरकास्ट करो। वो ज्योतिष जी ना वो देखते थे, वो राशि के हिसाब से बताते कि आपका 2 दिन ऐसा रहेगा, 3 दिन ऐसा रहेगा। तो माय ग्रैंडफादर इज बिलीविंग वो ज्योतिष जी। तो वो ज्योतिष जब जब भी आते थे उनके हाथ में ना एक थैली रहता है,
हम्म
जो हम चांटिंग करते हैं ना माला। तो
हम्म
जप माला उसके अंदर रहता था। तो मुझे
हम्म
तो पता नहीं था, मैं छोटा था।
हम्म
तो मुझे क्यूरियोसिटी हुआ इसके अंदर क्या है। मैंने सोचा कि कुछ छुपा रहे हूँ। तो एक दिन जब भी वो आते थे मुझे बुलाते थे इसमें। तो मैं कितना हो गया, 3-4 साल होंगे उस टाइम में। तो बोले थे कि कैसे बेटा ये करे, ये सब पूछते थे। तो
हम्म
एक दिन मुझे थोड़ा आया, थोड़ा क्या बोलते हैं, थोड़ा साहस में जुटाया और बोला कि पंडित जी इसके अंदर क्या है। पूछ
हम्म
लिया। मामा ने बोला कि कुछ मत पूछना, उनको बुरा लग सकता है, लेकिन मैंने पूछ लिया। तो बोले कि अगर सोचोगी बहुत कुछ है, अगर सोचोगी कुछ भी नहीं है। तो खुल के दिखाया कि माला है, लेकिन बस इसको छुपा रहे हो, इसमें तो कुछ नहीं है। नहीं बेटा बहुत कुछ है। तो बोले कि इसमें ना भगवान का नाम रहता है, तो हम
हम्म
चैंटिंग करते हैं। उस टाइम मुझे बताया था कि चैंटिंग करते हैं।
हम्म
तो मैंने पूछा ये चैंटिंग क्या होता है। तो बोले कि तुम जब भी वो भगवान का नाम जपते हो ना, तो
हम्म
कॉन्स्टेंट आ जाता है कि एक माला, दूसरे माला, तीसरे माला, ऐसा होता है। तो मैंने इसमें क्या होता है। फिर उन्होंने एक एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि एक दानव था, उसका नाम था अजामिल। तो
हम्म
उनका बेटा का नाम था नारायण। तो अजामिल बहुत क्रूएल था, वो लोगों को मारता था, चोरी करता था, सारी कुछ करता था। तो जस्ट लाइक ए डेमन। तो जब भी उसको उसको वो अपनी बेटा को बहुत प्यार करता था। उनका नाम है नारायण। तो जब भी बुलाता नारायण इधर आओ, ये करो वो करो। तो वो जब मर गया तो भगवान के पास गया, जमदूत उसको ले गया। तो उनका जो हिसाब हुआ, तो बोले कि ये तो सारी की चीज अच्छा काम किया है ना, काम तो बहुत बुरा किया है, लेकिन वो हर वक्त नारायण का नाम लेता था। चाहे वो उसका बेटा हो कि भगवान है, नाम के जो भगवान का नाम है ना उनका बहुत स्ट्रेंथ होता है। तो वो भगवान का नाम ले रहा था, इसलिए उसको माफ कर दिया जाए। तो ही गोन टू बैकुंठ। तो बोल रहे थे कि अगर नाम में इतना ताकत है तभी वो हम नाम जप करते हैं। तो मैं पूछा कि इसमें क्या होगा। तो बोले
हम्म
कि बेटा आज तुमको समझ में नहीं आएगा, आगे आएगा। जब भी ये भगवान आपको ब्लेसिंग करेंगे, तुम नाम के भगवान के नाम में क्या हो सकता है तुमको पता होगा। मैं तुमको एक एग्जाम्पल दिया है, आगे तुम समझ में आएगा। तभी अभी भी मुझे वो चीज याद आता है, उन्होंने वो कितने बड़े बात किए थे उस टाइम पे, कि भगवान के नाम में बहुत कुछ रहता है।
हम्म। Hare Krishna.
एक-
थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग, थैंक यू फॉर शेयरिंग प्रभु। क्या कैसे अच्छे से बताया उन्होंने कि मानो तो सब कुछ है, ना मानो तो कुछ नहीं है। राइट, सो यस, श्रद्धा, एवरीथिंग बिगिंस विद श्रद्धा। एंड वो वीक फेथ होता है शुरू में, जैसे छोटे बच्चों का होता है वैसे, लेकिन लेकिन बड़ों की बात को मान के अगर चलते रहें तो देन दैट श्रद्धा बिकम्स निष्ठा, फर्म फेथ। एंड देन विद फर्म फेथ कम्स रुचि। रुचि इज योर taste, and then asakti, attachment, and then comes bhava, and then prema. So kuch, yes, we have to just walk the path, follow the footsteps of previous acharyas, and everything is there in the holy name, and it is so simple and so easy, yet it can be so difficult. अगर मानो तो सब कुछ है, ना मानो तो कुछ नहीं है. Yes. Thank you so much, Prabhakar Guru. Very nice. वो आपको आपके भी छोटे से बचपन से आपके अंदर वो क्यूरियोसिटी थी भगवान को जानने की, इंक्विजिटिवनेस, जैसे भगवान बताते हैं. So that's so nice. Thank you. Okay, let's pause here. Thank you for today. And with Vaishnava prayers, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Anantakoti Vaishnavanda ki jai,
Yes.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai,
Yes.
Shri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead ki jai.
Yes.
Thakur, Premanande,
Hari
Hari
Hari Bol.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.